आशा गणेशा
बुद्ध महावीर येशु साई
बुद्ध महावीर येशु साई
बुद्ध महावीर येशु साई
बुद्ध महावीर येशु साई
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
अल्लाह यीशु सतगुरु साई
अल्लाह यीशु सद्गुरु साई
अल्लाह यीशु सतगुरु साई
अल्लाह यीशु सद्गुरु साई
गीता वेद कुरान वो साई
गीता वेद कुरान हो साई
गीता वेद कुरान हो साई
गीता वेद कुरान हो साई
तन में साए मन में साए
तन में साई मन में साई
रोम रोम में साए साए
रोम रोम में साई साई
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
बुद्ध महावीर येशु साई
बुद्ध महावीर येशु साई
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
अल्लाह यीशु सतगुरु साई
अल्लाह यीशु सद्गुरु साई
गीता वेद कुरान हो साई
गीता वेद कुरान साई
तन में साए मन में साए
तन में साई मन में साई
रोम रोम में साए साए
रोम रोम में साई साई
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
वाहे गुरु बोल मनवा
बुद्ध महावीर येशु साई धर्म प्रिय देवा
सर्वधर्म प्रिय देवा
सर्वधर्म प्रिय देवा सर्वधर्म प्रिय देवा सत्य साई देवा सत्य साई देवा सत्य साई देवा सत्य साई देवा अल्लाह यीशु बुद्ध महादेव अल्लाह यीशु येशु बुद्ध और नानक सौराष्ट्र महावीर तुम हो सौराष्ट्र महावीर तुम हो
महावीर तुम हो
राम ही तुम हो कृष्ण ही तुम हो
भी तुम हो कृष्ण भी तुम हो
राम ही तुम हो कृष्ण ही तुम हो
भी तुम हो कृष्ण भी तुम हो
विश्व रूप तुम हो विश्व रूप तुम हो विश्व रूप तुम हो विश्व रूप तुम हो सर्वधर्म प्रिय देवा सर्वधर्म प्रिय देवा सत्य साई देवा सत्य साई देवा अल्लाह येशु बुद्ध और नानक नानक सौराष्ट्र महावीर तुम हो
महावीर तुम हो
सौराष्ट्र महावीर तुम हो
महावीर तुम हो
राम ही तुम हो कृष्ण ही तुम हो
भी तुम हो कृष्ण भी तुम हो
विश्व रूप तुम हो
स्वरूप तुम हो
विश्व रूप तुम हो
स्वरूप तुम हो
विश्व रूप तुम हो
स्वरूप तुम हो
विश्व रूप तुम हो साई विश्व रूप तुम हो सर्वधर्म प्रिय देवा
गुरु नानक जी की जय जयकार
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 जो बोले सो होए निहाल
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 अल्लाह साई ले लो सलाम
अल्लाह साई ले लो सलाम
मौला साई ले लो सलाम
मौला साई ले लो सलाम
सलाम सलाम लाखों सलाम
सलाम सलाम लाखों सलाम
सलाम सलाम मेरा सलाम
सलाम सलाम मेरा सलाम
यीशु पिता प्रभु साई राम
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 बुद्ध जोराष्ट्र महावीर नाम
बुद्ध जोराष्ट्र महावीर नाम
बुद्ध जोराष्ट्र महावीर नाम
बुद्ध जोराष्ट्र महावीर नाम
સલામ સલામ લાખો સલામ
સલામ સલામ લાખો સલામ
સલામ સલામ મેરા સલામ
સલામ સલામ મેરા સલામ
સલામ સલામ મેરા સલામ
સલામ સલામ મેરા સલામ
ગુરુ નાનક જી કી જય જયકાર
ગુરુ નાનક જી કી જય જયકાર
જો બોલે સો હોએ નિહાર
જો બોલે સો હોવે નિહાર
અલ્લાહ સાઈ લે લો સલામ
અલ્લાહ સાઈ લે લો સલામ
મૌલા સાઈ લે લો સલામ
મૌલા સાઈ લે લો સલામ
સલામ સલામ લાખો સલામ
સલામ સલામ લાખો સલામ
સલામ સલામ મેરા સલામ
સલામ સલામ મેરા સલામ
યેશુ પિતા પ્રભુ સાઈ રામ
ઈશુ પિતા પ્રભુ સાઈ રામ
બુદ્ધ ઝોરાસ્ટ્ર મહાવીર નામ
બુદ્ધ સુરાષ્ટ્ર મહાવીરના
સલામ સલામ લાખો સલામ
સલામ સલામ લાખો સલામ
સલામ સલામ મેરા સલામ
સલામ સલામ મેરા સલામ
સલામ સલામ મેરા સલામ
સલામ સલામ મેરા સલામ
ગુરુ નાનક જી કી જય જય
युग युग के अवतारा साई रामा साई कृष्णा साई बाबा युग युग के अवतारा साई रामा साई कृष्णा साई बाबा युग युग के अवतारा साई रामा साई कृष्णा साई अवतारा साई रामा साई कृष्णा साई बाबा सर्वधर्म स्वरूप साई
सर्वधर्म स्वरूपा साई
सर्वधर्म स्वरूप साई
सर्वधर्म स्वरूपा साई
शिरडी के अवतारा
शिरडी के अवतारा
ईश्वर तू अल्लाह ईश्वर तू अल्लाह ईश्वर तू येशु बुद्ध प्रभु तू येशु बुद्ध प्रभु तू महावीर तू जोरास्त्र महावीर तू साई राम तू साई कृष्ण तू साई राम तू साई कृष्ण तू सर्वधर्म प्रभु तू सर्वधर्म प्रभु तू सत्य साई प्रभु तू सत्य साई प्रभु तू त्रेता युग में राम प्रभु तू त्रेता युग में राम प्रभु तू द्वापर युग में कृष्ण प्रभु तू द्वापर युग में कृष्ण प्रभु तू कली युग में साई प्रभु तू कली युग में साई प्रभु तू सर्वधर्म प्रभु तू सर्वधर्म प्रभु तू सत्य साई प्रभु तू सत्य साई प्रभु तू अल्लाह ईश्वर तू अल्लाह ईश्वर तू येशु बुद्ध प्रभु तू येशु बुद्ध प्रभु तू जोरास्त्र महावीर तू जोरास्त्र महावीर तू साई राम तू साई कृष्ण तू साई राम तू साई कृष्ण तू सर्वधर्म प्रभु तू सर्वधर्म प्रभु तू सत्य साई प्रभु तू सत्य साई प्रभु तू त्रेता युग में राम प्रभु तू त्रेता युग में राम प्रभु तू द्वापर युग में कृष्ण प्रभु तू द्वापर युग में कृष्ण प्रभु तू कली युग में साई प्रभु तू कली युग में साई प्रभु तू सर्वधर्म प्रभु तू सर्वधर्म प्रभु तू सत्य साई प्रभु तू सत्य साई प्रभु तू अल्लाह ईश्वर तू शांति शांति शांति
Loving Sairams. Loving Sairams, and welcome to everyone. A happy and holy Hanukkah and Christmas to all. It's a tradition to spend this time with friends and family. And all week, my patients have been asking me, Doctor, what are you going to do, for the holidays? So I was very happy to share because I told them I'm going to my spiritual center and I'm spending the time with my spiritual family, and we will pray together and we will celebrate together and we will sing and listen to inspirational talks, and then we'll break bread. And everybody that asked me, because everybody asked the question, I said the same story. And everybody said, what a wonderful way to spend the holidays. So it is a wonderful day, and thank you for being part of my holidays today. Sairam. On December 25th, 1995, Swami said, today we celebrate Christ's birthday. It is said that when Jesus was born in a manger, three kings that were led by a star to Jesus' place of birth. In fact, they were not kings, but three shepherds one of them, seeing the infant Jesus, observed, "This child will be a lover of God." A second one said, "No, God will love him." And the third one said, "Verily, he is God himself." The true significance of these three statements is to love God is to be his messenger, to be loved by God is to be the Son of God, and the final state is to be one with God. As Jesus said, "I am and my Father are one." And this is what Swami has said. We should all strive to realize that divinity within ourselves. Today, as we celebrate Hanukkah and Christmas, we will start with his divine discourse, followed by Hanukkah songs and a Hebrew prayer with the lighting of the menorah, and then I will be back to introduce our speakers. So please put your cell phones on silent as we start with our beloved Swami's divine discourse. Jai Sai Ram.
మనసును పరిశుద్ధం చేసుకుంటే ఇంతకంటే ఇంక మించినటువంటి సాధన మరొకటి లేదు.
There is no greater spiritual practice than purifying one's mind.
ముందొకటి వెనుకొకటి మనం ఏమాత్రము మనసును భావించరాదు.
We should not entertain something inward and something outward in our mind.
తన పెద్ద దోషములైనా కూడాను తాను కప్పిపుచ్చుకోవటం, పరుల్లో చిన్న దోషమైనా కూడాను మనం గొప్పదిగా భావించుకోవటం.
Because of vices like covering up one's own faults, even though big, while considering even a small fault of others as great,
ఈ విధమైనటువంటి యొక్క దుర్గుణముల చేతనే మన మనస్సు మాలిన్యంతో దట్టంగా కట్టుకొని పోతున్నది.
our mind is getting densely covered with impurity.
తన మనసును పరిశుద్ధం చేసుకునేటువంటి మార్గంలో ఈ సాధనలన్నీ కూడాను.
All spiritual practices are simply ways to purify one's mind.
ఈ మనసును ఏనాడు మనం పరిశుద్ధం గావించుకుంటామో మనకు మనమే దైవ స్వరూపాన్ని మనం అనుభవించగలం.
The day we purify this mind, we will experience the divine nature within us.
దైవం మీకంటే వేరుగా లేడు.
God is not separate from you.
దైవం మీలో లేడు.
God is not in you.
నీకు వెలుపల లేడు.
God is not outside you.
మీరే దైవం.
You are God.
ఇలాంటి విశ్వాసాన్ని మనం అభివృద్ధి గావించుకుంటూ రావాలి.
We must continue to develop such faith.
మొట్టమొదట అహం పండితాహ అన్నాం.
First we said, Aham Panditaha, I am a scholar.
కానీ కొంత కాలం పోయినప్పుడే అహమంచ పండితాహ అన్నాడు. అనగా నేను కూడాను పండితున్నేను అన్నాడు.
After a while he declares, Aham Cha Pandita, meaning I am also a scholar.
పూర్తి విచారణ చేసుకున్న తర్వాత అహం నా పండితః అన్నాడు. నేను పండితుని కాదు అన్నాడు.
After a thorough inquiry he concluded, I am not a scholar.
నేను కేవలం మానవుణ్ణి అని నీవు భావిస్తున్నావు.
You think that you are merely a human.
కొంతకాలమైన తర్వాత నేను కూడాను దివ్యత్వాన్ని కావచ్చును అనుభవిస్తున్నావు.
After some time, you begin to feel that I can also be divine and experience it.
అయినప్పటికీ నేను దివ్యత్వమే అనేటువంటి ఒక నిశ్చలమైనటువంటి స్థితికి వస్తున్నాము.
Ultimately, you reach a steady state where you realize you are divine.
జీసస్ చూపినటువంటి ప్రధానమైన మార్గము.
This is the main path that Jesus described.
మొట్టమొదట I am the messenger of God అన్నాడు.
First he said, I am the messenger of God.
క్రమక్రమేణా I am the son of God అన్నాడు.
Gradually, he said, I am the son of God.
తదుపరి I and my father are one అన్నాడు.
Next he declared, I and my Father are one.
ఈ విధమైనటువంటి సోపానములు దాటి ఆ దివ్యత్వంలో తాను ఐక్యత్వాన్ని పొందాడు.
Having passed through such stages, he attained unity in that divinity.
కనుకనే కాలసర్పము కాటు వేయక పూర్వమే,
That's why, before time swallows you,
జీవిత నావ మునగక పూర్వమే,
before the boat of life sinks,
ఈ పడవకు చిల్లులు పడి శిథిలము కాక పూర్వమే,
before this boat of body becomes a wreck,
మనం ఆ దివ్యత్వాన్ని పొందడానికి తగినటువంటి ప్రయత్నం చేయాలి.
we should make appropriate efforts to attain that divinity.
మనము కాలమును వ్యర్థం చేయరాదు.
We should not waste time.
కాలము ఎవరికి ఆగేటువంటిది కాదు.
Time does not stop for anyone.
కాలము నిన్ను అనుసరించదు.
Time does not follow you.
నీవే కాలాన్ని అనుసరించాలి.
You should follow the time.
ఆ కాలకాల ప్రపన్నానాం కాలకిమ్న కరిష్యతే అని కాలానికి అతీతమైనటువంటి వాడు దైవము.
God is beyond time.
అట్టి దైవత్వాన్ని మనం శరణదొచ్చినప్పుడే దివ్యత్వం అనేటువంటి ఆత్మతత్వాన్ని అర్థం చేసుకోగలం.
Only when we surrender to God can we understand the nature of Atma, the self.
కానీ ఈనాటి మన యొక్క అర్పితాలు,
But today, all our offerings,
ఈనాటి మన పూజలు,
our worship,
ఈనాటి మన ప్రార్థనలు
and our prayers
కేవలం యుక్తులతో కుయుక్తులతో కేవలం ఒక విధమైనటువంటి భగవంతుని కూడాను మోసపరిచేటువంటి మార్గంలో ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నాం.
are all only trying to even deceive God with clever and cunning ways.
నీ డంబరాలకు కానీ ఆడంబరాలకు కానీ అహంకారాలకు కానీ భగవంతుడు చిక్కడు.
God is not swayed by your pomp, publicity, or ego.
అహంకారం పుట్టినంత వరకు కూడాను ఆత్మతత్వాన్ని నీవు గుర్తించలేవు.
As long as the ego exists, you cannot recognize Atma, the self.
ఈనాడు అహంకారాన్ని నిర్మూలం గావించమో ఆనాడే నీకు ఆత్మదర్శనం అవుతుంది.
The day you annihilate your ego, that very day you will attain self-realization.
అహంకారం పెద్ద దట్టమైనటువంటి యొక్క ఇది అట్ట వంటిది.
The ego is like a big, dense curtain.
ఆ తెరను నీవు పూర్తి నిర్మూలం గావించేంత వరకు నీకు ఆత్మానందం లభించదు.
Until you completely destroy that curtain, you will not experience the bliss of Atma, the self.
ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా, మనలో ఉండినటువంటి అహంకారాన్ని నిర్మూలం గావించుకోండి.
Embodiments of love, destroy the ego that exists within you.
ఎవరిని చూసి అహంకారపడుతున్నావు?
On what basis are you egoistic?
నీ అహంకారం ఎంత మాత్రంది?
Why is it that you have an ego?
విశ్వాన్ని చూసి నీవు అహంకారపడటం ఎంత అజ్ఞానము.
Seeing how vast the universe is, how ignorant it is for you to have an ego.
దేనిలో నీవు బలవంతుడు?
What are your strengths?
శరీరంలో బలవంతుడా, గుణములో బలవంతుడా, పనిలో బలవంతుడా, ధనములో బలవంతుడా, విద్యలో బలవంతుడా, దేని యందు బలవంతుడు కాదు నీవు.
Are you strong in body, strong in character, strong at work, strong in wealth, strong in knowledge? You are not strong in any of these.
దైవ బలము లేనటువంటి బలవంతుడది బలవంతుడా కాదు, దుర్బలుడే.
One without the strength and support of God is not truly strong, but a weakling.
కనుక మనం ఏం చేసినప్పటికీ అంత దైవ బలంగానే భావించుకోవటం ఇది సరైనటువంటి మార్గము.
Therefore, the correct understanding is that whatever we do is due to the strength given by God.
అందులోనే మనకు శాంతి చేకూరుతుంది.
That alone brings us peace.
ధనముతో మనకు శాంతి లేదు,
We do not find peace either through wealth
చదువుతో మనకు శాంతి లేదు,
or education,
బలంతో మనకు శాంతి లేదు,
not even with strength.
అధికారంతో శాంతి లేదు. మరింత 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 వాన్ని అంటగట్టి అనేక విధమైనటువంటి బంధంలో తోసేటువంటివే కానీ ఇది నిర్భయుణ్ణి గావించేటువంటివి కావు.
There is no peace with power. You can cling to it more and more and get more entangled in various kinds of bonds. But this is not what makes one fearless.
దైవమును నమ్మినటువంటి వాడే నిర్భయుడు.
Only the one who trusts in God is fearless.
అతనే అభయుడు.
He alone is without fear.
ఆ విశ్వసించినటువంటి వాడంతా దుర్బలుడే.
All those who do not have faith in God are weak.
వారు పడుతున్నటువంటి అవస్థలు మనకు తెలుస్తూనే ఉంటున్నాయి.
We are fully aware of the hardships they go through.
కనుక దైవ విశ్వాసాన్ని పెంచుకొని
Therefore, develop faith in God.
దైవత్వాన్ని చింతించి
Contemplating the divine,
దివ్యత్వంతో జీవితాన్ని గడుపు.
lead a divine life.
దీనికి తోడుగా వే ఆఫ్ లైఫ్ అనగా ఈ యొక్క చదువులు సంధ్యలు ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఉంచుకోవచ్చును.
At the same time, you can continue your studies, prayers, and jobs.
కానీ నిజంగా మనం ఈనాడు చేసేటువంటి పొరపాటు ఏమిటి?
But what mistake are we making today?
దైవాన్ని వెతికేటువంటి బుద్ధితో మనము ధనాన్ని వెతుకుతున్నాం.
We use intelligence in search of wealth instead of God.
ఆత్మను వెతకవలసినటువంటి బుద్ధితో అన్నాన్ని వెతుకుతున్నాం మనము.
With the mind that ought to search for the Atma, we are searching for food and livelihood.
ఎంత దరిద్రులైపోయినాం మనం.
How poor and despondent have we become?
ఆత్మ ఉంటే సర్వము ఉంటుండాలి.
If Atma, the self, exists, everything exists.
ఆత్మాన్వేషణ చేయకుండా అన్నాన్వేషణ చేయటం ఏమన్నా అజ్ఞానమే కదా.
Focusing on livelihood and neglecting the search for the self is ignorance.
నీ ముఖాన్ని నువ్వు చూసుకోరా అని చెప్పి నీకు ఒక అద్దం ఇస్తే ఆ అద్దాన్ని ఇంకొకటి ముఖం ముందు పెడితే నీ ముఖం ఎట్ట కనపడుతుంది?
A mirror was given to see your own face, and instead you place it in front of someone else's face. How will you see your face?
అనేటువంటి అద్దాన్ని ఇతరులకు అంత అన్వయింపజేస్తున్నావే కానీ నీకు నీవు చూసుకోవడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేసుకోవటం లేదు.
So, you are directing the mirror towards everyone else, but not making an effort to see your own face.
తన దోషాన్ని తాను వెతుకున్నటువంటి వాడు ధన్యుడు.
He is truly blessed who discovers his own defects.
తన తప్పును తాను చూసుకున్నటువంటి వాడు ధన్యుడు.
Blessed is the one who sees one's own mistakes.
పరుల యందు మంచిని చూచేటువంటి వాడు ధన్యుడు.
Blessed is the one who sees goodness in others.
కానీ పరుల యందు చెడ్డను చూడటము, తన యందు చెడ్డను ఉండినప్పటికీ నీ మురుగుపు చేసుకోవటం ఇది మానవుని యొక్క కర్తవ్యం కానేరదు.
But to see the faults in others while ignoring the faults in oneself does not befit a human being.
అందరి యందు ఉండే మంచిని చూడు.
See the goodness in everyone.
ఎవరిని నీవు దూషించవద్దు.
Do not blame anyone.
ఎవరిని నీవు విమర్శించవద్దు.
Do not criticize anyone.
సర్వభూత తిరస్కారం కేశవం ప్రతి గచ్చతే. ఎవరిని దూషించినా నీకు దైవాన్ని దూషించిన వాడవుతావు.
By insulting anyone, you are in fact insulting the divine.
అందరితో నా ప్రేమతో ఉండి సాధించు.
Live in love with everyone.
మానవ జీవితం చాలా పవిత్రమైనటువంటిది.
Human life is extremely sacred.
చాలా దివ్యమైనటువంటిది.
It is verily divine.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Adonai Echad. Adonai Shalom, Shalom, Yerushalayim. Shalom, Shalom, Yerushalayim. Shalom, Shalom, Yerushalayim. Shalom, Shalom, Yerushalayim. Pray for the peace of Israel. Pray for the peace of Ishmael. Pray for the peace of all the worlds. All the worlds will live in peace. Shalom, 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 shalom. Shalom, Shalom, Yerushalayim.
And now we will light the Hanukkah menorah, lighting the shamash candle first. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lachad lek ner shal Hanukkah. Blessed are you, Lord, our God, King of the universe, who has made us holy in your service and has commanded us to light the lights of Hanukkah. Shemesh, Shemesh, standing tall, burning brightly above all the other candles glowing by its side. Shemesh, Shemesh, every night we add a candle to the Hanukkah menorah, and we use your light to
Kindle the light, kindle the light. We say the blessings and we kindle the light. Hanukkah bright, once every night. We light a candle starting with the Shemesh, Shemesh guiding light. Tell the story of the ancient temple and the fight for Jewish freedom. Shemesh, Shemesh, freedom glows. Light the lamp that shines so many years ago, and now to celebrate we kindle the light, kindle the light, for 8 nights. We say the blessings and we kindle the light, Hanukkah bright, once every night. We light a candle starting with the Shemesh, Shemesh, Shemesh. Shemesh, Shemesh, Shemesh. Shemesh, Shemesh, Shemesh. Shemesh. May there be peace in the world. May there be peace in the world. May there be peace in the world. May there be peace, peace, peace in the world. Anu shalom aleichem. Avenu shalom aleichem. Avenu shalom aleichem. Avenu shalom, shalom, shalom aleichem. Avenu shalom aleichem. Avenu shalom aleichem. Avenu shalom aleichem. Avenu
Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Avenu Shalom Aleichem. Avenu Shalom Aleichem. Avenu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem.
Sairam. It is my great privilege to introduce our first speaker, Leslie Boucher. Leslie made her first trip to have darshan with Swami in March of 1973. Since that time, Swami has been part of every aspect of her life. She first attended the Hollywood Sai Center in 1972, where she was very involved and became a bhajan leader. She subsequently hosted the Thousand Oaks Sai Center in her home for several years. Leslie was a Sai spiritual education teacher, and her sons came up through the SSC program. She is a member of the Ojai Sai group and continues to love singing bhajans and studying deeply into Swami's teachings. In 2003, Baba married Leslie and her husband, Bruce, in a personal interview at Prashanti Nilayam, and they feel his presence and guidance constantly in their lives and dedicate all to him with a deep gratitude for his love and teachings. Leslie is a certified hypnotherapist with an active therapy license, and she is a grandmother of 2 young children and feels very blessed to be so close to both her sons and their families. As well as the Ojai Sai group, her service activities include being president of a nonprofit, World Family Foundation, and a member of the Rotary Club in Ojai. Leslie has made many trips to India over the past 50 years, spending time at the ashram and working closely with a school in India that Swami blessed and whose program is based on his teachings. Leslie feels strongly that the greatest blessing in life is to be an instrument of Sai. Today, Leslie will share with us her thoughts on Hanukkah. Please help me welcome Leslie Boucher. Jai Sai Ram.
I offer everything to Swami because he is everything. Sairam, Happy Hanukkah, Holy Christmas. I've been asked to speak a little bit today about the Jewish celebration of Hanukkah and to tell the story about Hanukkah, the story behind Hanukkah, and to share some of my thoughts about the deeper meanings of this celebration. You know, traditional celebrations in all cultures, like Hanukkah, have endured for hundreds and thousands of years, and they are really part of the fabric of each culture. They bring us so much joy and color into our lives. And in addition to honoring these traditions, it is truly important that we try to understand the deeper meaning behind them. You know, for that can really bring valuable, transformative messages to us. And I think this is actually why that they've really endured and continued to be treasured generation after generation. These celebrations are moments that encourage us to pause, to both gather with loved ones and also to turn inward to reconnect with our own higher selves. So today we are pausing to celebrate both Hanukkah and Christmas. I will speak a little about Hanukkah, and I think Eric is going to share about Christmas. Hanukkah is also known as the Festival of Lights. It's all about light. It celebrates the story of how nearly 2,200 years ago, a small group of spiritually resilient people triumphed over the huge army of a powerful empire that had sought to oppress them, to restrict their religious freedom, to force them to abandon the spiritual path that had defined their families for countless generations, and to essentially extinguish their light. Now, Judaism is a very ancient religion. According to the Jewish calendar, we are in the year 5786. And historical records tell us, in fact, in the 2nd century BCE, the oppressive Seleucid Empire of King Antiochus IV had taken over the second, it's called the ancient Second Temple of Jerusalem, which was already hundreds of years old, and it was the holiest place for Jews at that time. Antiochus had abolished Judaism and turned the ancient Jewish temple into a temple for his form of worship, and he tried to force the Jews into converting upon pain of death. Now, the Hebrew word Hanukkah means dedication, and the festival of Hanukkah commemorates the rededication and the reclaiming of this holy temple in Jerusalem. So, to continue with the story of Hanukkah, according to tradition, as recorded in the Talmud, this small band of faithful Jews, called the Maccabees, rebelled and remarkably triumphed over the empire's huge opposing army and reclaimed the great temple. The first thing they wanted to do when they got the temple was they wanted to rededicate it and sanctify it by lighting the oil lamp, the menorah, for worship. Religious tradition requires that the flame be kept burning in the temple all day, every day, day and night. But they found that there was only one small jar of pure sanctified oil for worship left there. In fact, there was only just enough oil to keep the menorah lit for one day. And miraculously, it burned for 8 days, just the amount of time needed to prepare a fresh supply of pure oil for the temple worship. And so an 8-day festival was declared to commemorate this miracle. That's what's celebrated as Hanukkah. That is the Hanukkah story. So Hanukkah is honored by the lighting of candles, as you saw with the menorah, and the recitation of prayers. And Hanukkah is, for the most part, celebrated in people's homes. And families and friends gather together and share a meal and celebrate. And the way the menorah is lit is starting with 1 candle on the first night, 2 on the second night, and so on, until the final night, the 8th night, all 8 are lit. Now, we have all 8 lit, but this year Hanukkah started on December 14th, so today is actually the 7th day of Hanukkah. But that's okay. We like to see the menorah all lit up. Now, you may notice that, in fact, there is the 9th candle on the menorah, and that's called the Shamash candle. And it's used to light all the other candles. So Shamash means to serve. Seva. To me, this is a great metaphor for how, through selfless service, which is such a central part of being a Sai devotee, we bring our light and love to others. How we spread the light. It's a wonderful metaphor. And in fact, there are several universal, powerful metaphors and teachings wrapped into the celebration of Hanukkah that we can all take to our hearts. So I'm going to talk about 5 themes that are woven into the story that I feel are interesting and really important for us to understand. First, Hanukkah is a festival of light. We see festivals of light in so many cultures. I mean, think of Diwali. These have always been a part of the human experience. Festivals of light celebrate the victory of light over darkness, the victory of wisdom over ignorance, good over evil, the triumph of love over hatred. And so the story of Hanukkah reassures us that even in the very darkest of times, goodness will prevail. Divine presence and divine guidance will illuminate the way forward. The light will become evident, and we can rely on that. Next, the story of Hanukkah is a tale of freedom from oppression. It reminds us that we each have a duty to follow the path of Dharma, right action, to stand up for truth, kindness, compassion, and understanding. We must honor, respect, and protect the rights of all people to worship and live according to their own paths and traditions. Sadly, recent events in the world show us how important that continues to be. We must listen to the voice of our conscience. Swami says, conscience is the voice of God within. And we must banish any trace of the darkness of prejudice, intolerance, hatred, and violence from our own hearts. We must let go of us and them thinking. There is only one. Think about what it means when Swami says, unity and diversity, many names, many forms, one God. And think of his powerful, powerful statement that we know so well. There is only one religion, the religion of love. There is only one language, the language of the heart. There is only one race or caste, the race of humanity. There is only one God who is omnipresent. Now the third theme, miracles. I love that. Hanukkah is a story about a miracle, and as Sai devotees, we know that miracles are real. We've witnessed miracles, we experience miracles. They're here all around us. Miracles aren't just stories of things that happened thousands of years ago. They are now. So the miracle of the oil lasting for 8 days is not just an historical anecdote, but it is a reminder of the power of divine grace. That with faith and confidence in the divine, amazing outcomes against overwhelming odds can happen. It's a reminder that the divine can manifest in the most unexpected ways. Total trust in the divine gives us the strength and the inspiration to follow our hearts and to go forward in life with confidence. My favorite word, confidence in the divine. Now, number 4, the rededication of the temple, the sacred space. This also symbolizes spiritual renewal and purification in each one of us. This encourages each of us to reflect on our own individual commitment to the spiritual path. It's an invitation to renew and rededicate our own spiritual practices, to purify our hearts. Boy, we've been talking about purification of the heart all year. And to find within us that deeper, deeper connection with the divine. And number 5, I knew we'd get there. The lighting of the menorah can be a truly meaningful ceremony for each of us. Swami often talks about lighting the lamp of love in our hearts. He says, and I quote, "The Festival of Lights is intended to teach you this lesson of light and love. Move out, spread, expand. Give up limits of mine and thine, his and theirs, caste and creed, in one limitless flow of love. That is the culmination of all spiritual discipline." When the worship of God starts in the shrine room, the first act of yours is to light a lamp, isn't it? Without a lit lamp, no auspicious ceremony is initiated. When the lamp of love is shining, God manifests. Keep it burning bright and pure. God persists. Allow all to then light their lamps from it. God showers grace. Wonderful discourse from 1970. And so my final thought here is, we don't have to wait for Hanukkah or Diwali each year to light that flame of love. Imagine you have a menorah in your heart with an infinite number of candles, one for each and every day, now and into forever, however many lifetimes. And you light a candle of love in your heart every day. How powerful and magnificent will the light of your love be? Share it with everyone, like the Shamash candle, be the Seva candle. Share the flame of your love again and again and again. Share it with everyone, always and in all ways. You know what happens to the darkness when you bring the light. Happy Hanukkah, Jai Sai Ram.
Just a reminder that please join in with the carols, so they're all in unison. Jai Saram. Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Sing choirs of angels, sing in exultation. Oh, sing, all ye citizens of heaven. Glory to God, glory in the highest. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Lord, we greet evermore. Jesus, be glory given. Lord of the Father, now in flesh appearing. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. When I was a sinner, I prayed. I asked the Lord to help me, and he I sought both night and day. I asked the Lord to help me, and He taught me to pray. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. That Jesus Christ is born. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sign, glory stream from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, Son of God, love's pure light, radiant beams from thy holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth.
Sairam. Our next speaker is none other than Mr. Eric Wing, our president of our region. Eric has served in various roles within the Satyasai organization. He is currently serving as the president of Region 8, and Eric feels very fortunate to have grown up with Swami's teachings, served in the Satyasai organization, and to have directly experienced his love during many visits to Prashanti Nilayam. These experiences have had a profound impact on him and have helped him realize that love is both the path and the goal. So help me bring up Eric Wing. Sairam.
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 Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Leslie's like a mother to me. So it's a family day.
Yes.
So that was beautiful. Leslie has a very sweet voice, does she not?
Yeah.
Very sweet. Well, with love, reverence, and humility, I offer myself at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, the supreme source of all divine love. On my way here today, I was thinking about the impact of Jesus on my life, which at first glance is not that much. Because I've grown up with Swami, and he's my form. But when you think of it, I'll tell you a little history of my family. So my great-grandfather, Roy McCuskey, in Parkersburg and Buchanan, West Virginia, during the 20s, in that era, he was a Methodist minister, of all things, and very sweet man. He wrote a book called All Things Happen Good for Those Who Love God. And so I was very proud of him. And he had 3 children. And you can imagine if these are Christian names, John, Paul, and Leah. So if anybody knows anything about the Bible, John, Paul, and Leah are in there. Leah was my grandmother. And Leah was the salt of the earth, sweet lady who took care of her parents. She was an organ player in a church, and just a really, really sweet lady. And she had 2 children, and their names were Michael and Patricia, also names out of the Bible. So Patricia, Patty, was my mother, and by some stroke of Swami's grace, she went to see Swami and fell at his feet and sanctified our family for generations in the past and generations to come. And so I was then born to Patty, and Eric has no relationship to the Bible. But many of you may not know that my first name is Thomas. So my whole name is Thomas Eric Wing. But very early on, thank goodness I'm not a doubting Thomas, I hope, Swami. I'm an Eric. So anyway, so then I thought about this. I thought, well, now what is the impact of Jesus on me? And obviously, through Jesus was a vehicle to love God through my family, then to come finally to this form of Sri Satya Sai Baba. But then I thought, my gosh, what is the impact over these last 2,026 years of Jesus' life on this planet? And probably if we took it to when Jesus was around 30, 32, it would be 2,000 years of this impact, his sacrifice, his dedication. He was a Karna Janma. He was a master that came to help the world with love and compassion. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'll try to make it brief. But I think you're going to enjoy this. What I did is I looked really carefully at what Swami said about Jesus. And there's many things. It's actually been a great gift to be able to prepare for this talk today, for me personally, because I see how absolutely wonderful Jesus is. And you'd think I know more about Jesus, but I've learned more too. So let's see. What follows is almost directly from what Swami says. I have a few of my own words in here, but it's done in such a way I've weaved it into a little bit of my own story, so I hope you enjoy it. I'll begin with a quote that Swami talks about. And Swami says that Jesus was a person whose only joy was in spreading divine love, offering divine love, and receiving divine love, and in fact, living on divine love. So Swami says, again, you'll hear me say that a couple times today, that Jesus was born at 3:15 a.m. in the early morning on December 28th. That's now over 2,026 years ago. It was a Sunday. And this is a wonderful thing that Swami says. He says that Neelam mentioned it about the star in the east, and the 3 wise men came, and they said these 3 things. But Swami says, the star that appeared that day only appears once in 800 years. Its appearance had nothing to do with the birth of Jesus. And in fact, Swami says that there is no rule that when divine energy or divine incarnation descends on earth, that a star has to appear. That's the opinion of devotees only, Swami says. But this is beautiful what Swami says about Jesus. He says, Swami says that Jesus himself was a star of infinite value, spreading brilliance of infinite dimension. Why suggest another less brilliant light? Beautiful saying. So even as a child, Jesus was born with this mission. And even as a child, he loved God. And so one time when he was 12, he goes to, they go to a fair. And instantly, Jesus is lost. And his mother is running all over looking for him. And finally, she finds him in the temple listening to the sermon of the priests. And he says, why, mother, would you be worried when I am in the presence of my Father? And interestingly enough, Neelam said it, the three sayings, he loves God, he is loved by God, and he and God are one, were mentioned by the three kings. She immediately remembered that. And it reminded me so much of Swami's father, when at the very end of his rope, Swami's father was coming. He came with a stick, and he was going to beat Swami in this young age, because he couldn't understand what this was all about. And Swami said to him, do you remember what the holy man said? The family, the grandfather had been told by Venka Advaduta that God will be born in your family. And instantly he remembered. It reminded me so much of that. So it was really beautiful. So this is where Swami was found. Swami says, being one of compassion, Jesus had a kind heart and would release even the pigeons that the priests would sacrifice. So this can show you, it reminds me a little bit of Swami also. This is similar. Even at a tender age, Jesus did not care about praise or blame. In fact, Swami says Jesus was a karna janma, a master that decides to come back, that is born with a purpose. And that mission was one of restoring love, charity, and compassion in the heart of man. He had no attachment to the self, nor paid any heed to joy or sorrow, loss or gain. He had a heart that responded to the call of anguish, and he went about the land preaching the lesson of love. His life was a libation, an offering for the upliftment of humanity. Like most seekers, Jesus searched for the divine in the objective world. But he soon realized that the world is a kaleidoscopic picture created by one's own imagination, and sought to find God on the inside. He stayed in the Himalayan monasteries in Kashmir and in other centers of Eastern asceticism and philosophical inquiry. And these gave him a greater awareness. And Swami tells us that he spent many years in austerity so that he could shower compassion and love on all humanity. Later, he asked himself, am I just a messenger, or am I more closely related to God, a part of God, with the divine as my essence? And so Jesus then spent 12 years, long years, wandering alone in the desert, engaged in this inquiry on the inside. And at the end of this period, he returned to the society of men and announced, I am the Son of God. And Swami tells us further that this bond, this relationship increased, and this is very beautiful, again, what Swami says. The I was no longer some distant light or entity. The light became a part of the I. With the body consciousness predominant, he was a messenger. With the heart consciousness in the ascendant, he felt a greater nearness and dearness, and so the father-son bond seemed natural at this stage. Later, we know that the Atma consciousness was established, and Jesus could declare, I and my Father are one. The three stages may be described as I was in the light, The light was in me, and I am the light. These are also things that we will all understand with dualism, qualified non-dualism, and non-dualism. These stages are familiar to us as described in Vedic philosophy. And Swami tells us, and this is an important statement, the final stage is the one when all duality has been shed. This is the essence of all religious disciplines and teachings. And Jesus passed through this entire process and inspired all of mankind by his example and teachings to be generous and kind, detached and discriminating, and to bring light and love to all. Swami says that when Jesus came back, at that time the priests of the Holy Temple, Jerusalem, had become corrupt and commercialized. Jesus condemned them and tried to root out the evil practices. Again, no fear of praise or blame. For all forms were in the eyes of Jesus, divine forms, and he could not tolerate any action which belied this status. The priests deteriorated into proud and selfish men. And Jesus came to remind those of the day that some practices had begun to miss the mark of love and compassion and even respect and love and fear of God. From the beginning, Jesus never said that he was God. He only said that God was his Father. He taught people that there was only one God and all were his children. His critics complained to the head priest against Jesus. The priest knew that Jesus was speaking the truth, but he did not support Jesus just to safeguard his own position. We all know the story. And so it was decided that Jesus should be crucified. Swami says that a pure heart is the abode of love. Where there is purity, again we mentioned purity, the pure of heart shall face God. Where there is purity, there is unity. Unity leads to divinity. And Swami goes on to say that today purity is absent. So then how do we realize divinity? And again, this is a saying of Jesus that I really gravitated towards. You must offer everything to God without any desire. Dedicate all yours to God. This was the teaching of Jesus. Jesus considered everything as an offering to our God. When Jesus was being crucified, he heard an ethereal voice, "All are one, my dear son, be alike to everyone." Mother Mary was there and she was shedding tears. And Jesus told her, "Death is the dress of life. Death is like changing of our dress." Do you find anybody wearing the same clothes each day? Just as you change your dress every day, you change the body from birth to birth. The body has death, but not the life principle. The spirit, or the Atma, is the immortal non-dual. To realize the non-dualistic nature of the spirit was true wisdom, said Jesus. The perception of the one without a second is true wisdom. And so we celebrate the birth and life and teachings of Jesus. As we celebrate the birth, the life, and the teachings of Jesus, let us always remember our lucky chance in this very birth, and frankly, in this very moment. This moment is the omnipresent moment. If we think God, we are God. Fix your mind on remembering that all this is only divine love. The universe is pure love. All around us is pure love. All things are happening for your good at all times. Everything is in this moment now, the past and the future. Turn your mind towards God or turn your mind towards the world. Our thoughts control our destiny, and our thoughts, we know, are based on everything that comes at us, the food we eat, what we see, what we think, what we hear. Purify your senses and purify your thoughts. Swami has many amazing quotes, on and on. Every word of his is amazing, but this is an amazing quote that gives us a little glimpse into how lucky we all are. No one can understand the reality of Sai, the Lord. neither today nor after 1,000 years of ceaseless austerities and profound investigations. Even if the whole of mankind joins in this effort, the totality of divinity has incarnated in the sacred holy body bearing the sacred name of Sri Satya Sai. Your good fortune is greater than that of saints, sages, monks, hermits, holy men, and prophets, including divine personalities of the past. We have as our teacher, our father, our guard and guide, our most beloved of our heart, the most unique Sai avatar, the unparalleled supreme in Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, this triple incarnation of Shirdi Sai, Satya Sai, and Prema Sai. Celebrating these days like today, worshiping together, remembering our beloved Swami is a chance for us to recommit ourselves, to refocus the inner magnifying glass on ourselves, to remember we are God, to get a clearer picture of Swami in our hearts. We are only one thing only. Everything else is false, and we are divine love. Everything else we can think of, everything we experience are passing clouds. We can build the habit today to take each moment and remember God, to remember Swami or our chosen form, and love him in every single person that we meet, everyone that we see. Jesus inspired all mankind through his example of compassion and love. And Swami says each of us are messengers to our fellow men, entrusted with the task of spreading the knowledge of the joy that is being missed. If mankind, misuses this mission and fritters away the years, gratifying our senses, we only lose this chance and reduce ourselves to the level of beasts. Swami says, let your selfless divine love flow to everyone. Do not see differences, but remember that everything you see, hear, taste, touch is only Swami. Practice makes perfect. Bring the mind always back to rendering him, drawing him on the inside, and seeing his universal form in absolutely everything. Everything is happening for our good, and only love alone can reveal the divinity latent in all of us. Swami says we must realize that the divine current that flows and functions in every living being is only one, the universal, the very universal. Swami says, I'm almost done. Swami says, love is God, live in love. Love lives by giving and forgiving. Self lives by getting and forgetting. Love is selflessness. Selfishness is lovelessness. Do not waste your life pursuing the narrow interests of the self. Love, love, love. Constantly remind yourself, you are God, you are God, you are God. To reach the mansion of divinity, there are two doors that block our path, praise and blame. The bolt of envy has the lock of egoism on it, and we're in front of it. And Swami says, to break the lock of egoism, you can do this with love and compassion. Love and compassion for all. Live in that truth that all are one, my dear son, be alike to everyone. In closing, I would like to repeat 3 things that I said today that I think are really stunning. Swami mentioned that today purity is absent, and so how do we realize divinity? And Jesus said, and Swami repeated it, you must offer everything to God without any desire. Dedicate all yours to God. This was the teaching of Jesus. Jesus considered everything as an offering to God. The body has death, but not the life principle. The spirit, or our Atma, is immortal and non-dual. To realize the non-dualistic nature of the spirit is true wisdom, said Jesus. Advaita darshanam yanam. Perception of the one without a second is true wisdom. And finally, the quote that we began with. Jesus was a person whose only joy was in spreading divine love offering divine love, receiving divine love, and living on divine love. Swami says that Jesus sacrificed his life and poured out his blood to instill love and compassion in the heart of man, so that he may be happy when others are happy and sad when others are sad. It's not by festivity and fun that you should celebrate Christmas. Celebrate it rather by resolving to put into practice at least one of the ideals that Jesus enunciated, or endeavored to reach at least one of the goals that he placed before man. Swami said, I call on you to give up in this memory of the holy day 2 evils from your mind: self-praise and talking scandal. Also adopt one habit, the habit of loving service to the distressed. My loving Sairams to all of you, and I thank Swami from the absolute bottom of my heart for everything. Sairam.
Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare anew, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat, repeat the sounding joy. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders, wonders of his love. Came in the way that the good things come, with the light shining in his eyes. Some people thought he was another little babe that wrinkled up his face and cried. And then one wise man, 2 wise men, 3 wise men coming from afar, and all the wise men knew this was a special child, and that's why they followed that star. He came east and west, and he found himself in 40 days and 40 nights. He gave a lot of love to everyone he met, and told them that this way was right. And then people drew near, said they want to hear what's all this talking about. And everybody loved Jesus so much, they wanted to laugh and shout. But a bunch of people said he had the wrong idea, so they told him to forget that thought. A secretive society came about, they were looking for the love they sought. And then the people in power said, gave you an order, go back to be a carpenter. But the shining in his face told him was right. They put our Savior on a cross, saving Now, since it's been such a mighty long time, some forgot what Jesus said. Let's look at our lives in the right direction with our heart and less our head. And when we get around the Christmas tree, be sure to give all we can, 'cause the more we're gonna give, the more we're gonna get. It's our Heavenly Father's plan. Dee-ba-dee-dee. Now Christmas and Easter ain't the only time that we should be that way. Love all the people and help your neighbor now and each and every day. And when we do that, you'll see where it's at, you'll feel what I'm talking about. And the whole wide world is gonna live in peace and everybody's gonna be found. Everybody's gonna be found. Yes, everybody's gonna be found. Everybody's gonna be found. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año. Everybody, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Sairam. What a beautiful morning we've had together, celebrating two glorious occasions. And as we close, let's take with us this love and spirit of the holiday. I'd like to thank Sister Leslie and Brother Eric for being with us here today, for sharing their reflections. And for those who may not know, they traveled several hours to be here from Ojai, so it's quite a bit of a distance, so we're very grateful for both of you for being here with us. A few quick announcements before we go to the closing prayers. Today and tomorrow we are distributing 1,000 blankets, so we ask Dr. Reddy and Dr. Haima Reddy to please come up and offer the blankets to Swami and Shishirdi Baba. We'd also like to thank all those who participated in the toy drive for the Alvord School District. They're very grateful for those toys. We need some volunteers male volunteers after lunch to move the chairs out of the hall. So if you're interested in helping, please stay back after your lunch and meet at the men's dining room. There will be a Christmas program here on Christmas Day itself that starts at 7 p.m., so all are welcome. And also there will be bhajans on New Year's Eve starting from 10 p.m. on to bringing in the New Year. So hope you can all be there. It will be bhajans and the Divine Discourse. With that, I would like to leave you with Swami's quote for the day, and that will be followed by closing prayers and the food prayer. There is nothing greater than prayer. Hence, everyone must necessarily offer their prayers to God. However, one should not pray for worldly gains. "Oh God, I want your love and nothing else." This should be your constant prayer. Once you become the recipient of God's love, you can conquer the entire world. Sri Satya Sai Baba, December 25th, 2004. And a very happy and holy Hanukkah and Christmas to all of you. Jai Sai Ram.
Jai Sai Ram.
Om Tat Sat Sri Narayana Tu Purushottama Guru Tu Siddha Buddha Tu Skanda Vinayaka Savita Pavaka Tu Savita Pavaka Tu Brahma Mazdatu Yahva Shakti Tu Vishu Pita Prabhu Tu Rudra Vishnu Tu Rama Krishna Tu Rahimata Tu Rahimata Tu Vasudeva Go Vishwarupa Tu Chidananda Hari Tu Advitiya Tu Akala Nirbhaya Atmalinga Shiva Tu Atmalinga Shiva Tu Atmalinga Shiva Tu. Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Satya Sai Hare Bhakta Jana Samrakshaka Bhakta Jana Samrakshaka Bhakti Maheshwara Om Jai Jagadish Hare Shashivadana Shrikara Sarva Pranapate Swami Sarva Pranapate Ashrita Kalpalatika Ashrita Kalpalatika Amadvanava Om Jai Jagadish Hare Mata Pita Guru Devam Mariam Tayunive Swami Mariam Tayunive Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nada Brahma Jagannatha Namendra Shayana Om Jai Jagadish Hare Omkara Rupa Jai Shiva Sai Mahadeva Satya Sai Mahadeva Mangala Arati Anduko Mangala Arati Anduko Mangala Giridhari Om Jai Jagadish Hare Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadguru Deva
परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमार्थैस्तार्थमोक्षप्रदानं बाबा विभूतिं इदमाश्रयामि. Sacred, holy and supreme is Baba Vibhuti, pouring forth in endless stream is Daya Vibhuti. So auspicious is its might, it grants liberation. Baba Vibhuti, its power समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु. शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविर् ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिनः. अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्ता पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम्. ॐ